This is Lady Myya. Hello, people. I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to
Your free will.
Okay. I have a little, proposition for you. Just something to think about. Nothing to make serious. But what I want to do is I want you to breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. You'll probably notice that your shoulders have fallen. You're not as tense. Things that were tight are now loose. We want to just be able to relax. Find, a place to sit down that's comfortable, that's very relaxing, and just sit back. Find that center. Let's tune out all those words that other people say about us, words that tell us that we're no good, words that are not building us up properly. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's take you to a spot. Let's take you to a place. You don't have to physically go somewhere, but I just want you to take a mental vacation with me, if you will. Where will we want to go? What do we want to see? Let's just say that every time you closed your eyes, sat in this very particular, very comforting spot, and you breathe in and you breathe out, and as soon as you're done breathing out, you're in the place that you want to be. It could be on a beach. It could be in a concert. It could be traveling. It could be being in that convertible with the convertible top down and the wind just breezing through your face or onto your face. Can you feel it? Is that what you want to feel? Does this bring you joy? Does this give you just a smidge of excitement? I know it does for me. For me, I would love nothing more than to be at a beach house on the patio, in the shade, watching the waves. How does that sound to you? I would only hope that your place for you, specifically for you, is just as remarkable, more than anybody could ever hope and dream. But I know you dreaming it is super possible. This is why I call this show
Your free will.
The show is called
Your free will.
Okay, just to clarify to you, The reason why I do this is that sometimes just being in your head is just too loud, just too cluttered, too crowded. You have so many people saying things to you that tend to stick. By it sticking, it just makes clutter. What would you do if you had a broom right now? If you had a broom right now just to clean up everything everyone else told you. All right, how about this? Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm grabbing the broom and I'm sweeping away negativity. I'm sweeping away with those that are around me and so close to me say that I'm not able to do or I shouldn't do. I'm sweeping away the people that said no. I'm sweeping away the people that won't even give me a chance. But guess what I'm gonna do? Now that my house is clean, I'm in a better place. I want to do better. I want to get some new furniture. I want it to be nice and cool and sunny in my home. You know why? This is why. When you have that type of emotion, your possibilities are endless. The things that you see getting up, if you have a pretty untidy house or untidy living quarters, this sets up the day. You ever notice that after like cleaning up your whole house or walking into a very clean spot, that you feel better? You're not slouching, your breathing is better, your head is clear, things are being put in the proper perspective. All I'm saying is this. I know that a lot of those things that you just got rid of, you may have just been holding on to it because of fear. Fear has just been such a common link to so many people not being able to go forward or do anything that they choose that they want to do for themselves. But what I can say for you is this. If you believe you can do it, let's just say you can picture it right now, at this moment in time, that you see yourself doing that very thing. You see that it's so in reach. You see that you are successful. You see that you have nothing but money in your bank account and you worked for it. You see the visions that you've already had in your head when you were a child. You see them come into fruition. You see these things as impossible, but it's not. It's not impossible. And the only reason why I say that is because you've said that it was. But if you were to turn it to say that it is possible, what's holding you back? Fear? Let's not let fear suffocate us. Let's not take what people say, what the boss says. You're not doing it If you don't do it right the way that I want you to, you're fired. A lot of people have lost their jobs. Let me just say this, and this is just kind of common sense at this point, and sometimes I feel like common sense is not as common. Your opportunity is now. Okay, you didn't like your job before. Okay, that's fine. What do you plan on doing about it? Do you see yourself doing something different or being better? Or proving to people that you're worth everything your old boss told you weren't? You know how working for yourself sometimes, you can't fire yourself. I mean, you can. But then you just kind of decided that, you fired yourself. For what? Why would you do something like that when you are the one that had the vision? Visions don't come to you. If you are a spiritual individual, and I'm not saying Christian or anything like that, but I'm saying for the most part, if you are in tune with yourself and you find that this is the thing that you want and you had such a humongous passion for it, know this: it was instilled in you. You had gotten the tools from birth. More tools just got stronger as you got older. Who knows? You may be young. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, maybe 20. You may be a little older. Just a smidge. Nevertheless, people are finding now more so than ever that their visions are coming true. The things that they felt compelled to deal with at one point in time, now with this quarantine, they have ample opportunities to do whatever it is that they want to do. Albeit they may not have the money, but they have the time. And when you have the time, you find people that are willing to show you what to do. If not, pick up a book. If not, look up a video. If not, align yourself with people that are like-minded. They don't have to necessarily be in the same niche or have the same vision, but your vision is created just for you. I just want to say this: you're not alone. Nothing that you could ever go through will make it to where you should be alone. You are getting urges to do things. You know what I think about? I think about this. And I think it's a really great idea. Maybe I should act on it. You know what? How about this? I am going to act on it. Okay, we're just going to do a mantra right now, okay? Because I just feel compelled to do so. Look in the mirror, or you don't even have to get back up, but picture yourself in front of the mirror. I am great. I am blessed. I am happy. I am comfortable and wealthy. I have everything I need. Everything I want is in my reality. This is what I say to myself every morning. It's right next to my coffee maker. I am blessed. I am happy. Mine also says, I am rich. And it also says that I have everything I need. And what I want is in my reality. Thank you so much. We are going to go to the next segment here. I thank you so much for just joining me and being able to breathe and just take your guard down for a minute. Now I have a good, great, wonderful friend of mine. His name is Nolan Davis, okay? And he actually brought company. So sit back, relax, you guys. It's gonna be a heck of a ride.
We'll be right back after these messages.
We are aging, and it's inevitable. Around the age of 30, our bodies begin slowing down. This means people typically start experiencing weight gain, low energy, and decreased stamina, to name a few. Human growth hormone, or HGH, is a highly studied, well-documented hormone. And as a person ages, the amount of HGH that their body produces declines. So what can be done? At New You Life, our goal is to help you attain optimal health with quality and innovation working at the cellular level, which is why we bring you Somaderm Gel, a cutting-edge scientific breakthrough utilizing the power of HGH. Somaderm Gel should always be applied to the thin areas of the skin. This ensures that the gel will be transported directly to the bloodstream. Why should you try Somaderm Gel? When taking hormones orally, pills and sprays lose a majority of their potency in the mouth and gut, rendering those products ineffective. And injectable forms of HGH are not only invasive and expensive, but they have the potential to cause serious side effects. Luckily, Somaderm Gel is a low-dose, transdermal form which has been formulated to help you attain optimal health. Don't accept the symptoms of aging. Regain your youth utilizing the power of Somaderm Gel, the ageless standard.
We are back to your free will.
This is Lady Myya. I have Nolan Davis. He is part of the Justice League. He is an entrepreneur, philanthropist, and a small bearded man. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about what he actually introduced to me, you guys. It is major. Okay. And he also has his compadre here. We're going to touch base with him in a moment. Mr. Nolan, would you like to say hello to the Mayan tribe?
Hey, I want to say hello to everybody. Glad to be on your show. Glad to be a part of your journey and what we're about to talk about next.
Yes, definitely. You guys, okay, let me just say this, okay? This brother right here is from another mother, okay? He showed me the way, the Bible, okay? It's just a gel. It's a gel. It's called Somaderm, and we're gonna call that the gel today, okay? And we're just gonna he's gonna not just sell you guys, but he's gonna show you that I'm gonna go through this journey on this gel, and we are going to kick it into overdrive, and you're going to hear from us a good bit. So, Mr. Nolan, if you want to have the floor, sir, it is all yours.
Hey, I thank you. Absolutely, I thank you. So I want to start off on how it started for me. A lot of times you see so many different products, and when you see these products, it's a lot of times it's just like the other products, right? You got CBD, and let me tell you why my CBD is better than your CBD. You got fat pills. Let me tell you why my fat pills is better than your fat pills. You have all of these different things. And I've been an entrepreneur since I was the age of 19. Started my own company. I have a video production company right now. I have a networking group. that we network and help each other grow their own personal businesses. Done a lot of different things in my life. And then this came across straight in front of me. And it was so different and so exclusive that I had to try it, right? So we have the only over-the-counter FDA registered HGH in the world. Now, a lot of people are like, what is HGH? So HGH is human growth hormone, and it's literally what keeps our bodies young. The mother of all hormones that kind of take care of the rest of the hormones in the body. So if you have hormone problems, this literally helps. But it's really what grows everything in your body through cellular generation. Now, here's the thing. People sometimes have taken HGH. It's 50 years of research on HGH in general. And this is how the stars and the athletes stay young and youthful. Because people always say, when you got money, you can just look young for the rest of your life. And when you broke, you look old and broke down, right? Like, it's that type of situation. So what are they doing? A lot of that is shots of HGH. Now, those shots are anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 a month because they're stars. They can afford that. What we have is the only over-the-counter without prescription FDA registered HGH, and it's not a shot, and ours is a microdose. It's very safe for your body. See, the shot is like 30 days at once, right? That 30 days at once gives you some problems sometimes, right? There's nothing that you should have that's 30 days worth in your body at one time, right? So if you were to say, I'm gonna eat for the whole month and eat 90 meals, breakfast, lunch, and like, I'm gonna eat 30 days worth of food, and then I'm not gonna eat for 30, that would never happen, right? So this is metabolized in your body in 4 to 6 hours. It's a microdose, but what it does is amazing. What it does is it starts the cellular generation on a whole nother level. Because when you're aging, the process and the scientific part of aging is that your cellular generation goes down. So that's why we get wrinkles. That's why our bones get brittle. That's why we start losing our hair. We start losing our eyesight. All of these multitude of things happen. When you start taking this brings your cellular generation back up. And when it brings that back up, you're now replenishing what you lost through the aging process. So now we have up to 40 different benefits. Everything, and not giving any disclaimers saying that it absolutely does this, because some people take that. So I give you an example. If you haven't lost a hair on your head since you were 15 years old, it's not going to make your hair thicker. It's not. You haven't lost that, right? So each and every person loses something different. And when we lose something different, that cellular generation replenishes what we had. This is why I love this so much. I got on this 2.5 years ago. So I was about 44, 45 at the time, right? At that time, I try to stay healthy. I try to work out, eat all the right foods, still eat a lot of peanut butter, but I eat all the right foods too. Like, I'm still a kid at heart. But as we age, we start to miss a couple of steps here and a couple of steps there. This was so special to me because once you start to regain it back, there's no feeling like literally reliving your youthful body, right? When you start to look better, perform better, and feel better, you'll never get off of it. So I wanted to introduce it to you. You're at the age where your HGH is starting to decline, and to get that back is something that's very special. And to talk about your journey on your show of everything that you're starting to feel to get back, because when we're young, we're stupid, right? Everybody I'm sorry for the listeners that's listening that's in your 20s, but you are dumb. And here's why. The reason I say that is because we take youthfulness for granted when we're young. We wake up every day feeling youthful and amazing, and we have nothing to contrast it with to say, oh my God, I can't jump as high as I used to. Oh my God, I can't just tell my brother, beat you to the corner. I got to stretch for 18 minutes before I just bust out and run, right? So you miss all of these different things when you're young and you're living it. You're like, boom, this is life. When things start to decrease and decline, right? This literally can bring that back. And that feeling of not taking it for granted once you're over the age of 30, 35 is absolutely amazing.
No, I hear you on that, bro. Let me just say this, okay? The 20s was life. That was, that was
Yes, yes,
life.
yes.
But okay, so I understand when we get older, we get more, deteriorated and different things like that. And, they tell us, oh, just keep moving, just keep moving, just keep moving. And sometimes it's just hard to get started. We got to put the coal back into the,
Right, to the
coal back in there and burn it and different things like that. We got to do all that extra stuff. When we kind of get in our 30s, maybe 35, you start feeling stuff like, wait, why did that crack? What was that? And just kind of looking and doing the research on this particular thing, I see that you just need to be more active, and the more active you keep going, just to get you better, just to make you, just to keep everything still in motion, because I don't know what it is about getting older, we just get slower.
Yes.
We just start to slow down.
Yes.
But if we just picked up the way that we did when we were younger, we would be that much more better. And just having something that would actually give us that boost to do so, or at least help, is
Absolutely.
big. And I appreciate that. So you said you've been on it for how long?
I've been on it for about 2 years now.
Okay.
2 years now. So my hair is thicker. I was definitely losing my hair. I had a TV show called The Perfect Gentleman. And about 6 years ago, my hair was like really getting thin up top. So my hair is a little bit thicker now. It literally helps my metabolism. So it keeps me kind of in shape, so to speak, without me having to work out super hard. I remember seeing Adam Sandler on Jimmy McFadden show, McFallon show, and Jimmy Fallon show, right? I know somebody named McFadden, but the Jimmy Fallon show, and he said, I work out 4 days a week just to stay this fat. And he still looked out of shape, right? He was like, I'm literally working out 4 days a week just to have this consistent fatness because I'm very comfortable with this. This really helps me with that. It speeds up your metabolism. It helps you build muscle. It improves eyesight, tightens skin, stronger bones, thicker hair. For ladies, longer eyelashes. Your eyebrows start to grow back for ladies. It helps with the cellulite on your legs and things like that. It's a lot of different things that this one product does. And it's transdermal. So meaning that it's absorbed in the skin. All you do is rub it on like a lotion, because anything you take orally, your saliva and your digestive tract is going to diminish the potency by the time it gets into your system. It's absolutely fabulous. Now, the last thing I want to say before you ask your next question is that this is an 18-year product. So this is not brand new. What we're doing right now is we're starting to introduce this to other countries, because we became 2.5 years ago, we started off as a startup. We're now a $400 million company. We have thousands of testimonials, and now we're in Taiwan, we're in China, we're in Hong Kong, we're in Canada, and we're opening up Malaysia very soon. So we're literally starting to go to other countries. So right now is a great time to at least try the product, and it's a great time in our current environment to look for an extra stream of income that's totally exclusive. You can't get this from anywhere else. We have a patent pending on the product for the delivery of the product, and by it being a microdose, so it's a very special product. You can get it
Nice.
anywhere.
I like the business part. So if you want to just kind of go over that business part, because I'm pretty sure someone is going to want to understand it a little bit better.
Well, the business part, there's a lot of facets to the business part, a lot of aspects to it. You can do it to where you're selling it to massage therapists and chiropractors, and they put it on your shelf. So you could do almost a B2B, or you could just talk to people around you and the people that you have relationship with, and do some relationship marketing. There's a multitude of ways that you can literally sell this product. And with this being a virtual business, I literally do it online and through social media as well. So I have a combination of how I do it, and it's really working well because my business personally, I'm in Canada and I'm in Hong Kong right now, right? And I've never left where I am. And I really teach other people how to do it. So in my intro, when you talked about Justice League, that's my team. My team is Justice League. Big shout out to everybody in the league. Absolutely. We look at Justice League like each and every person is absolutely a superhero because you have a God-given talent. And we use those talents together to figure out how we can make money together and support each other at the same time. None of the pettiness of breaking you down to build myself up. We're building everybody up. And so that's what we do.
I love being a part of this Justice League, you guys. Like, oh my goodness, the people on here are so amazing and just so like filled with energy and just want to help. And it's just such a warm place to be. Now, Mr. Arande, however, the brother is quiet. So when he speaks, you gotta listen. Brother Arande, how are you doing today?
I'm amazing. It is a blessing to be on your show and in your presence. I appreciate the opportunity to be on your show.
Yes, well, we appreciate you coming through, definitely. So, hey, I got a quick question for you.
Absolutely.
What do you think about this gel stuff? What's the deal?
I can't say enough about it. Actually, I have a little bit of a story that I had been involved in a car accident and had a lot of pain in my shoulder. So much pain that I couldn't sleep. And I started going to a chiropractor, got all these adjustments, ran up this huge bill, only to still be left with the pain. Okay, so he did all the adjustments. He said it should subside. It didn't go away. So I started using the gel, and once I started using the gel, within about 30 days, the pain was completely gone, and I was able to sleep again and wake up and feel well rested. So definitely worth trying for anybody. I would definitely highly recommend it.
Right, definitely. You know what? I look at it like this, okay? Because, Nolan can sell water to the fish. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
When you talk to someone else, it's like, okay, now I can hear what's really going on. So definitely. Yes. So you know what, you guys, I'm just gonna say this. We're gonna close down on this one right now, but I'm just telling you the story that Orlando is gonna be able to tell us next episode here, or even on our next show. You guys are not gonna want to miss this. I'm telling you. Thank you so much for just joining me. This is Lady Myya, and we'll see you later.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey Sharon, how are you?
Hey T, I've been good, but my eczema flared up and nothing is working with this changing of the weather.
Really? I've been using this body butter by this company called Lotus and Bloom. It's all natural, has no harsh chemicals. It works wonders on my dry skin and feet. They look brand new when I put that butter on them.
Okay, girl.
It's all natural, has shea butter, mango butter. Those are great for eczema.
Really, I need to get me some. What's the name of it again?
Lotus and Bloom. Their website is www.lotusandbloom.com. You can buy it on Amazon too. Free shipping.
That's great. You know I love my free shipping.
Awakened by the Ants by Vastine East. An African story.
I think a soothing message is vital these days in the midst of all the noise and clutter. I believe that kindness should emit from our voice when we talk to each other.
Coming soon.
We are back to your free will.
This is Lady Myya, and I am here with Melissa Lee West. Okay, fit for legacy. It's all over. It is all over. We're fit for legacy. We need it more than ever. Because I'm pretty sure those donuts just fell off your lap because I just called you out. All right, so what we're going to do is she also has a Tech Edge media company, and being the author, the speaker, and entrepreneur, what time does she have? Well, we're going to find out. She is going to tell us about her being the visionary for the Fit for Legacy, what her passion is, what her mission statement is, how long she's been doing these things, and the book. And let's welcome Miss Melissa Lee West.
Thank you. What a welcome. You make me feel important, girl.
You are.
I love that. I can tell you. Look, you got me smiling, showing all 32. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, that's what we're here for. So tell us, what is Fit for Legacy? Just explain that to us.
Fit for Legacy. Fit for Legacy was born out of my experience. It was born out of my life. I'm a big believer in, you leave the world better than you found it. And that's your legacy, right? It's what people say about you, what they experience with you, and when you're gone. And so this Fit for Legacy came from me wanting to make sure that I'm prepared. I have the right character. I've got integrity. I've got the right systems, strategies in place so that when I do pass on, that my work lives on.
Yes, no, I understand completely. We definitely want you to always be here, so yes, let's do that. So tell us about the Tech Edge Media.
So Tech Edge Media, that was my first business out of college. I actually started the business, named the business in my senior year of college, undergrad. And we had a senior project, and it kind of we picked the name, and I kept the name, and I ran with it. And so graduating from college, I started building websites and helping people with some back office technology as an undergraduate student. And I always had an entrepreneurial desire. And so I kept that name. I started the business again over 20 years ago. And so that's the techie in me. I love technology. I love business more. So I love what technology does for your business. And so that's what Tech Edge Media does. I call myself the biz tech evangelist, right? I'm here to combine the business, the tech. I'm the early adopter to a lot of things, right? And so that's what I call myself. That's the tech side of me. And it's so different than what I do on the Fit for Legacy side. So they're two distinct companies. And at the end of the day, I can pull whatever resource I need to from whichever business to accomplish the goal.
That's cool. That is super cool. I mean, and that actually runs alongside what you and I are doing, being a part of Promote Her.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Right. Yeah. So you
That's
fit right in. It was like you were home.
Absolutely. Yeah. You can bring and that's the beauty of Promote Her. You bring your whole self. That's what I love about the network. as an early professional, I didn't always bring all of me to work or all of me. I would try to compartmentalize. And so you may have heard, Najia say that as well, and so now in this stage of my career, I bring it all, put it all on the table, the techie, the consultant, the preacher's kid, all of that. I bring it all to the
She's
the
a
table.
PK, y'all.
Oh yeah, I'm a PK. I am a PK. Yes, that's why I can talk all day.
I know, right? You were like, PK, watch out.
Listen,
but no,
listen,
I do
PK
know a lot of
put to work.
Yes, okay. Like we tried to make it easy on you, but you didn't want to. Okay, so tell us the mission statement for your business, please.
Both of my businesses, they're here to accomplish one goal. I'm very adamant about employing, empowering, and educating young people, right? And that's the future. If we're not intentional about that, there's always going to be a gap. And so in my mind, I'm still in my 20s. So in my 20s, I was working with kids 10, 12 years old. Now I'm in my 40s. And now I'm looking at the 20-year-olds. I'm like, okay, how do we make sure they, get a seat at the table, get a voice at the table, and again, they can set the stage for the next generation. So very multi-generational intent in terms of my mission.
Wow. And that's so important, especially with the children. We believe that they are the future. So we have to take care of that. Certainly. Okay, well, we appreciate the work you're doing, definitely. So tell us about this book. What's going on? What's the deal?
So I wrote this book called The Wages, The Rise, The Fall, The Redemption. And it's loosely based on my life. I tell people 75% of it is true. 25% of it is me writing the end of the family story, how I'd like some things to play out. And so it literally is what it says. There's a scripture that says the wages of sin is death. And a lot of times people go really hard. They're like, oh, but I'm thinking about not only a physical death, but a spiritual death. When leaders, parents, organizations, you think about all these corporations out here that don't have ethics. When they make a decision that's not ethical, when they make a decision that impacts multiple people, there's a death that happens in multiple areas. Your people will scatter, your vision will be corrupted, all because you just didn't count the cost, right? And so that's kind of what that book talks about. It's a story to kind of talk about how, there's a leader who was great up until the last part of his life. And at the end of his life, he just made some decisions that weren't wise. And then the impact to his organization, the impact to the family and how they rebuilt the family. And it's an easy read, but it's purposeful. If I can get one leader, whether they're in business, church, or what have you, to read that and just count the cost, right? Count the cost, because that's mission accomplished. So that's what that book is about.
So does this come ebook? I mean, this is all I need to know.
You can get an ebook. You can get it on Amazon. Actually, Kindle. It's ready to go on the Kindle. I had a limited edition print, not on Audible yet, just in print right now. I'm just in digital right now. I do have another book cover I'm going to release. I got the new art I want to release in the next edition. So Amazon.com. It's on the Kindle. Go download it. The Wages.
Yeah. Y'all heard it here. Okay, so let me ask you a few questions. We're gonna go deep. We're gonna get deep.
Okay.
So can you give me a brief description? Just give me like a sentence that would actually describe your path.
My path, I would say it was it fortified me. It fortified me. My past built me, right? I had some times that were great. I had some times that were not so great. But in all the times, I'm reminded that I was built for this. So while I may not understand it, I'm confident that I was built to have the life I have.
I like that. Okay. She was built for it, y'all. For it tough. All right. So what was the moment that changed things for you?
Definitely when I lost my father. I lost my father about 20 years ago. 20 years ago. I think 21 or 22 years old. And when he passed away, and I was a huge daddy's girl, and so when he passed away, and he was 48 years old, it changed my mindset. You know, it really brought death home for me. It brought it home that tomorrow's not promised, and it changed everything. It accelerated some of my decisions. So that's why I don't wait. When I want to do something, I do it. I don't wait on people to travel. I don't wait to try new things. Even if I fail, but I don't wait. So that was a major shift in my life.
No, I understand completely. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your father passing.
Wow, that's okay.
But it just, all it did was just like recharge you, right?
Yeah.
It made you stronger. So, I mean, that's good, at least. So, like, what made you decide that what you're doing now is your passion?
I take the cues and the clues from how I feel when I'm doing it, right? And so when I mentioned earlier I'm a PK, you know, and when you're a pastor, if you're a pastor that's got your intentions right, you build people all day. You pour. And so I've always enjoyed pouring into people, building people. I love that. You know, that's something that God has allowed me to do, to see what people may need in that moment. So I enjoy that, you know, and then so how did I know it was my passion? Because again, I was built for it. I get that confirmation when I'm doing it. And then I said, okay, how do I wrap a business around what God called me to do and make money doing it, right? But the heart of the matter still stays the same. If at any point I don't enjoy it, you know, or I don't feel like that's where I'm supposed to be, then that's when I know it's time to move on and do something different.
Wow, that's deep. I like that though. I really do, because like when you realize that what you're doing, if you don't like it, that's really not what you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I mean,
or if it's not bearing fruit, right? You know, it may not be. You're not gonna like everything. I don't like every aspect of being in business. But what I do enjoy is when I'm on the phone with the client and we're just having a conversation about their vision. And when I'm working, I'll say when I'm in my element and when I make sure I invite God, he doesn't leave me, right? But I always yield to him. Even on those calls, God will drop things on me for that person not out of nowhere, but it feels like out of nowhere, right? And so it just recharges you every time because you know you're in the right moment doing the right thing, right? And you give somebody what they needed in that 15-minute call. So
the blessings of the Lord make it rich, and with it he adds no sorrow. I'm like, that's what that sounds like. So I'm just going to say it. Oh my goodness. Awesome. Okay, so how do you feel this has made a difference in your community?
Oh, I can definitely see just the different generations. I've mentored for years, you know, whenever I can see a young person who's been able to implement and apply things that they've learned, or even as simple as if they're in a bind and they know they can call me, right? And I've always told young people, they're not young anymore, again, they're in their 30s now, but I would tell them, you know, I don't care if you rob a bank, tell me the truth, just don't lie to me. And so that was the foundation that I set. And so it's when I see them make progress, when I see them getting their careers and just surpassing what they thought they could do, that's what I love to see, right? That's the legacy that I want to see, right? Some impact and some fruit.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. See, girlfriend got it. I'm telling you, you guys are okay. Y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna figure it out. That's not a problem. So, so what happens at your events that surprise you?
I think at my events, I think there's been times when I've had a panel. My most recent event that really surprised me where because I'm a PK, I've always had friends from different areas, different walks of life, because you had to be friendly to everybody. You had to know everybody. So I've had events where I brought people that were from different parts of my life, but because everybody was on one accord for one mission, they flowed as if they had known each other for years. And that was surprising, because I didn't have to orchestrate that. You had certain people that kind of clicked and they paired off together and they worked well, but I didn't have to mediate. I didn't have to say, oh, this is this, they introduced, and it's almost like we were a big family. And for me, that surprised me because these people lived in different states, had never met each other before. So that was a pleasant surprise.
That is awesome. Where are you located?
I am in Atlanta metro area. I am in Georgia. Been here. I'm a Georgia raised, not Georgia born, but Georgia raised gal. So I'm a Southern girl.
Southern. It's okay. It's all right. I wanted to be. So my heart was there. Just know, my heart was there with you. I was raised in the North, unfortunately. I was like, I don't belong here. They kept kicking me out, and
they wouldn't let.
I just didn't know where to go. So are there any projects in the works?
Yeah, I'm actually gearing up to actually release my talk show. So I'll be doing a talk show on the Promote Her channel here this fall. Looking at 2 different titles, so I won't release the title yet, but stay tuned. It definitely will be something around legacy, something with tech. Got a couple of options there. But that's the big project, and making sure that when I release that television show, I've got the right people in place and people I want to be able to promote, even on the commercials and the advertisements for my show. So stay tuned.
So, y'all heard that one here first. Okay, anyway, what we're gonna do is you're gonna tell us, where do you see yourself in the next, 10 years?
In 10 years, I see myself definitely a probably more visible community activist, just, being able to bring all the things I've done to the table to really impact the community. So there's some things that I already do, but in 10 years, I expect to have a lot, a more complex network, more influence that I can use for the greater good. But then also, I may be overseas. I may not even be living in the U.S. in 10 years, so we shall see. We shall see. I'll always have a presence here, but, I was born overseas. I've always had the travel bug, so, we'll see how things go.
Where were you born?
I was born in Spain, on an Air Force base. Mm-hmm.
Born in Spain? What?
I was born in Spain, Madrid, Spain, on an Air Force base, Torrejon Air Force Base. Mm-hmm.
That is very eccentric. It really is. That is so cool. Like, especially for here, you're like, well, I was born in the U.S. It's just like, it's so normal. But to be born somewhere else, I wish I was born somewhere else.
That's all right. Look, we all have our path, right?
Yes, we do. So if there's anything you would like to say to the masses, my Mayan tribe is listening.
All right. Well, again, thank you all for having me. You can find me everywhere online, Fit for Legacy or Melissa Lee West. Those are my handles. Fitforlegacy.com is my website. Look forward to seeing you. Thank you for having me again.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time. I know you are so busy, and honey, your schedule makes me dizzy. But it's okay. I'm glad I got the opportunity to even talk to you today, and the pleasure was all mine as well. So you know what, you guys, if you please like, share, and subscribe if you want to hear again from Miss Melissa. I might have to kind of jump on top of her and hold her down to answer a few questions, but I'll do that for you guys because the Mayan tribe rules. So we're going to do some things. We only want the best for everyone. Please think about these opportunities for you and for whatever. You never know what your passion is until you take a step. And sometimes just coming out of your comfort zone is just the way to go. And I give you these options, and I give you people that have done only what you're scared to do, and only hope that you'll do as well. But thank you, Slice with Lady Myya. And I thank you so much, Miss Alyssa West. We love you so much. And
Love
I
you
hope
too, girl.
you guys have a wonderful day.
Hi, this is Lady Myya asking you to join me at mygenreradio.net on Sunday evening, 3 Central, 4 East.
Hi, this is Lady Myya. I have a question for you. How did your parents raise you? Did you have parents that weren't around because they had to work, tell you how to grow up? It wasn't a priority, like at that moment. Or did they tell you how to be a man and a woman, that they needed you to be in their eyes so that they can be proud of you and boast about you to their friends? Or did your parent, like mine, tell you to go to school, go to college, and get a good job, and you may get a vacation here and there, rinse and repeat? Or did your parents tell you you can do anything you want to do? Well, what if what you wanted to do is unknown? There was a dream that was imprinted in your DNA. What was the very first thing you wanted to be when you were little? Like a nurse, doctor, firefighter, maybe a veterinarian, or a teacher. Like, whatever it is, that the path to your happiness is not far from it. Like, doctors can be EMTs, or supporting people that are sick in rehab, or anything to that magnitude, like even dealing with the elderly in their homes or in a geriatric center. How about nurses? They do the same thing. Firefighters can be cops, probation officers, prison guards, or like a career in like law enforcement to that degree, you know? Vets, you know, they can be zoologists and archaeologists and find the next big thing or the very oldest living thing. And last but not least, like teachers, they also help so greatly to our future. So, you know, like, so many teachers have such a very impactful job, considering you were a good teacher, of course. I say all that in the beginning. We were created to do something great for the good of mankind. Are you doing anything that you were supposed to do? What your parents told you to do when you grew up? Most people say that they can't do it because it costs too much, or they say that, you know, they can't help others in that way. If you had those jobs, do you think you would have enough money to do it when, in all actuality, actions speak louder than words? I heard this once, okay? What good are you if you're a waste of space and not bearing fruit in this world? Like, in like another world, or even in this world, it'll kill you. You can't be fruitful. Jesus found a fig tree that wasn't bearing fruit. And he told it to die, and it did. But if you think about it, would anybody miss anything that's not bearing fruit? Even if you haven't done what you were told to do, I challenge you to be the best and do something to make the world a better place. And let me know what you did so that I can be your cheerleader and cheer for you in this game of life. Well, this is Lady Myya signing off. Please get in contact with me on any of my social media platforms. Just look under Lady